What happens when a senior member of the royal family decides that stepping away from public life is the only option left? Tonight, we have breaking news from Buckingham Palace that will reshape how the world views Prince Andrew and his position within the monarchy. In a stunning development that signals a major turning point for the institution, Prince Andrew has announced he is voluntarily relinquishing his most prestigious royal titles and honors effective immediately. This extraordinary decision comes at a critical moment for the royal family, and we are bringing you the complete details of what this means for one of Britain's most controversial royals and for the future direction of the monarchy itself. Before we dive into this fascinating news, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our exclusive royal updates and insights. Buckingham Palace released an official statement this evening confirming that Prince Andrew has decided to forego his royal titles and honors with immediate effect. This decision comes in the wake of the ongoing scandals surrounding his association with Jeffrey Epstein, a convicted financier who became infamous for his involvement in serious crimes. The announcement marks a dramatic escalation in the consequences Andrew has faced over the past several years. The timing of this disclosure is particularly significant as it occurs just days before the publication of a memoir by Virginia Giuffre, who is identified in official documents as Andrew's late alleged victim. Giuffre previously settled a civil sexual assault case against Andrew for millions of pounds, and her forthcoming book is expected to contain detailed accounts of her experiences. According to the official statement released by the palace, Prince Andrew has made this decision in discussion with King Charles and with his immediate and wider family. The Prince of Wales, who will eventually become king and hold significant influence over royal matters, was closely involved in these discussions. This level of involvement from William is particularly noteworthy because it demonstrates that the younger generation of the royal family is taking a more active role in shaping how the institution handles controversial members. Andrew stated in his own comments that he continues to vigorously deny the accusations that have been leveled against him throughout this scandal. The specific titles and honors that Prince Andrew is relinquishing are substantial and carry significant symbolic weight. Most notably, he will no longer be known as the Duke of York, a title that has been central to his identity for many decades. This dukedom dates back centuries within the British peerage system, and giving it up represents a profound change in how Andrew will be addressed and identified. Additionally, his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson will no longer be permitted to use the title of Duchess of York. This extension of the consequences to his former spouse indicates the comprehensive nature of the palace's decision to distance the royal family from Andrew's continued controversies. Beyond the dukedom, Andrew is also relinquishing other prestigious honors. He is giving up his knighthood as a Knight Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order, commonly known as the GCVO. This honor is awarded by the monarch to individuals deemed worthy of special recognition for their service and contributions. Andrew is also stepping away from his position as a Royal Knight Companion of the most noble Order of the Garter, an ancient and extremely prestigious order of chivalry. These are not titles that can be easily replaced or regained, and their loss represents a serious diminishment of Andrew's status within the royal hierarchy. It is important to understand what Andrew will retain despite these significant losses. He will continue to hold his princely title, as this is considered his birthright as the son of a former monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. The title of prince cannot be stripped away in the manner that earned honors and positions can be removed, because it derives from his birth into the royal family. His daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, remain completely unaffected by their father's decision. They will continue to hold their titles and to enjoy their positions within the royal family without any changes whatsoever to their status. This evening's announcement is not the first time that Prince Andrew has faced serious consequences for his association with the Epstein scandal. Back in November 2019, Andrew gave what is widely regarded as a disastrous interview to the BBC's Newsnight program. That interview, which was intended to address the scandal head-on and rehabilitate his image, backfired spectacularly and is now considered one of the most tone-deaf and unconvincing performances by a senior royal in modern memory. Following that interview, Andrew immediately lost his HRH title, which stands for His Royal Highness. He also lost his royal patronages, which are positions of honor associated with various charities and institutions across the United Kingdom. However, despite losing these titles and patronages in 2019, Andrew retained his dukedom and several other honors until tonight. This meant that he could still technically be referred to as the Duke of York in formal settings, even though he was no longer a working member of the royal family. Tonight's announcement represents a further and more complete withdrawal from royal status. Andrew has essentially accepted that maintaining any connection to his former titles has become untenable given the ongoing scandal and the upcoming publication of Virginia Giuffre's memoir. The palace statement indicates that King Charles is understood to be satisfied with this outcome. The statement specifically notes that while Andrew made this decision himself, he did so in conjunction with the king. This careful wording suggests that the decision was reached through family discussion rather than being imposed upon Andrew against his will. However, the fact that Charles was closely involved in facilitating this outcome demonstrates that the new king is determined to take control of how the royal family addresses its most serious problems and its most controversial members. The involvement of Prince William in these discussions deserves particular attention. William has increasingly demonstrated through his actions and through his involvement in major family decisions that he intends to operate according to different standards when he eventually becomes king. He appears to have been instrumental in ensuring that the royal family takes decisive action to distance itself from Andrew. William's involvement signals that the next generation of royal leadership is not interested in the kind of behind-the-scenes management and quiet protection of controversial figures that may have characterized previous eras. One concrete consequence of Andrew's withdrawal from active royal life is that he will no longer attend the traditional Christmas gathering at Sandringham. This annual royal celebration has been a cornerstone of the Windsor family tradition for generations, and Andrew's absence from this year's gathering will be highly symbolic. For decades, the Christmas at Sandringham has served as the public face of royal family unity, and Andrew's exclusion underscores how serious the palace considers the situation to be. The broader context of these changes matters enormously. The royal family is currently navigating multiple crises simultaneously. King Charles is undergoing treatment for cancer. The aftermath of Megxit continues.